Time now on Sky Sports Radio for Going Greyhounds for your daily update of the latest news and tips.
Liam Tapper's going to join us in just a moment from Greyhound Racing New South Wales. He's going to tell us about a whole lot of things this morning, including regular communication from Greyhound Racing New South Wales regarding coronavirus. But he's with us now. Morning, Liam.
Good morning to you, Cozzy, on this Wednesday, March 18. And yeah, what a big 24, 48 hours it's been, not just in greyhound racing, but right around the world with this current situation that we find ourselves in, affecting so many people. Obviously, this is the greyhound racing segment, and we love to dissect all that we can about these animals that we love. And we don't want to make Going Greyhounds too dour today. However, it would be a bit irresponsible of us not to bring our participants and those involved in any way with our sport the latest information coming out of Greyhound Racing New South Wales, along with the New South Wales Health and all of the relevant authorities. We'll get to those key pieces of information regarding the coronavirus on today's episode, along with heading to Victoria for a number of group events that have been taking place. But I guess our main focus this week on Going Greyhounds should be up there in the Hunter Valley in the Group 2 Husqvarna Maitland Gold Cup, because I tell you what, folks, speaking to a few people on track there last Thursday night, and many others, they believe this is one of the best Gold Cups we've seen assembled in recent memory. That's, of course, not to take anything away from those run over the past few years. However, I tell you what, this will be an absolute ripper. Today, we're lucky enough to be joined on Going Greyhounds by two trainers who certainly have live chances when the lids open there tomorrow night. Both of them who have actually claimed the Cup in the past few years themselves. And first up, he's been kind enough to join us this morning. His greyhound, Ebby Infrared, claimed Heat 1 last week, and that's Michael Eberand. How are you today, Michael?
Yeah, good. Hey, Liam.
That's good to hear, mate. First in, how's the family doing at the moment? Everything's okay down there?
Yeah. We're, like everyone else, we're anxious, but really looking forward to tomorrow. Really delighted to be in this race, important feature race on the program. So we're really happy to be part of it tomorrow.
How's he looking? We're nearly 24 hours out from race time, and how's he pulled up, and how's he looking ahead of the race?
Yeah, he's good. He was a bit short of a run last week after Bulleye. He was a bit jaded, so he had a few weeks off. So last week was his first run back. Thought it was a terrific effort for him to win in those circumstances, and hopefully he's better for the run, and we'll be a little bit fitter tomorrow. And you know, the box draw's probably no good for him, to be honest, but he's such a competitor, he can make his own luck. So that's what we're hoping for.
He ran a time of 25.03. He has run 24.79, so we know that he can burn around Maitland. And funnily enough, when he did run that 24.79, it was from box 5. Do you think he can improve on that tomorrow night, though?
He's probably still not 100% peak fitness, but he'll go better than last week. Sort of gut feel he'll be in the sort of 24.8 somewhere if he gets a clear run. You know, the aim for him was, or is the Easter egg. So, you know, hopefully he continues on his way, but I'd say, you know, I'll be hoping for a 24.8 type run tomorrow if he gets some luck early.
What do you make of this year's final? We spoke to you prior to the Bulleye Gold Cup, and we both, you know, we praised that as a good country cup. But what do you make of this year's Maitland Gold Cup final?
Oh, it's a race, and the pace in it's absolute. Like, you know, some really serious cases in the race, and just exciting to be part of it. So Turbo Thomas is a total gun. The dog in the one's a champion. So, you know, really, really exciting to be in the race.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking with Ebby Infrared trainer Michael Eberand ahead of tomorrow night's Group 2 Husqvarna Maitland Gold Cup. Now, Michael, on a personal note, what would it mean for you to claim this cup? We only have to go back to 2017 for a special greyhound of yours who claimed the cup in Aussie Infrared. It would be special for you to win it, wouldn't it?
Oh, I think if we win it, yeah, it'd be real honour. As I said, I think it's a really important race on the program, and, you know, terrific to win a group race is a dream come true.
Does it make you proud now as Aussie Infrared still stands at stud and is the sire actually of Ebby Infrared? So there's a nice little story there, isn't there?
Yeah, very proud of that. Aussie's at home, and they're both. He's passed on his competitive nature. Aussie wants to compete with everything he does, and he does that in retirement. And they actually work together. Ebby Infrared probably stepped up a level going back, 8 weeks ago, and probably part to the fact that I sort of have them galloping alongside each other on opposite sides of a fence up the straight, and they compete when it's free galloping. So he probably stepped up his fitness thanks to his dad.
Well, it's good. There's a good bit of fatherly influence going on in the kennels down there, Michael. We know Eberand.
Yeah.
Sorry?
They both love the attention.
Oh, that's good. Well, hopefully tomorrow night, Ebby Infrared can emulate his father and he can lift the cup for you there, Michael. Thanks very much for joining us today on Going Greyhounds, and all the very best tomorrow night.
Your time, mate.
Appreciate it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Eberand. He's no stranger to victory in this cup, and as we just said, claiming that Maitland Gold Cup back there in 2017 with Aussie Infrared, it certainly would be a special moment if he could do it tomorrow night. Now, we move right along to another man who's in very much the same position as Michael, only that he claimed the Maitland Gold Cup 1 year later in 2018 with Aston Duke.
Just waiting for him to come online now for you.
He's there, did you say, Cozzy?
No, just waiting for Jason to come on. He'll be there in a sec for you.
That's okay. No doubt he's probably hard at work there in the kennels up there at the Head and Greeter somewhere.
Now, we might just mention all race meetings scheduled to go ahead as planned at this stage.
Yeah, Cozzy, that's the plan. Yesterday afternoon, Greyhound Racing New South Wales made that announcement to continue racing behind closed doors, like many other sports right across the country. So that means that licensed trainers, track staff and race officials will be allowed on track. However, the general public will not be permitted entry. I guess one of the key elements here is to watch out for the livelihood of our greyhound racing participants during this time. And as any updates come to light, be sure to head to thedogs.com.au for any information. Or one other key element that we're going to be launching with the Greyhound Racing New South Wales will be launching at the moment is Greyhound Racing CEO Tony Mestrov wants to keep an open communication with the general public. So as of this afternoon, he will be fielding a range of questions that he and Greyhound Racing New South Wales staff have received over the past few days and try to answer as many as possible that he can. These answers will be published on thedogs.com.au and also the Greyhound Racing New South Wales site. So if you'd like to stay up to date with that, please head there after lunchtime today. And probably just as important for any of our listeners here on Going Greyhounds, if you do have a question for Tony Mestrov and the GRNSW staff relating to the coronavirus situation, then we urge you to send these questions to update@grnsw.com.au. I'll repeat, that email address is update@grnsw.com.au. From there, these questions will be filed through and answered as best possible by Tony Mestrov, Cozzy.
All right, and there'll be regular communication from Greyhound Racing New South Wales as well. They'll be letting everyone know exactly what's happening.
Yeah, exactly right. So as I said, on the Dogs website and on GRNSW's website, also on social media, we'll be keeping people updated. And no doubt there's a lot of concern. And as Michael said, there's a little bit of anxiety around. But one thing that Tony Mestrov has been quite adamant about is keeping a clear line of communication, not just the participants, but also to the general public as well. So I guess this is one way of doing that, fielding the questions and then answering them as best possible and as many as possibly can be answered, because at the moment there's just a bit of the few unknowns, so we're trying to keep that going as best possible. All
right, now the Group 2 Horsham Cup was run last night in Victoria?
Yeah, that's right. I guess a bit of racing news today. It was actually taken out by Tigalong Tong in what ended up being a fairly strong victory, despite a little bit of a tussle at the top corner with Mapunga Wonder. Tigalong Tong is a dual Group 1 finalist, trained by Corey Grenfell. He's a really good young trainer, really on the rise. Tigalong Tong notched up his 15th win from 28 starts, stretched his unbeaten run at Horsham to 4 wins, took his career earnings to almost $150,000, and in the process handed Grenfell back-to-back Horsham Cups after he claimed that last year with the champion, Orson Allen. So there you go, Cozzy. On a day of a bit of uncertainty, trying to bring a bit of positivity to Going Greyhounds today.
Too right. You got a couple of good things for us?
Yeah, today at Richmond, we like to look at Autumn Bell out of box 4 in the opening race, trained by Leo Vandenberg there. And then at Wentworth Park tonight, Bjorn Ironside in the pink in race 3. Loves this draw, so we're going to get behind him. Those numbers once more: Richmond race 1, box 4, and Wentworth Park race 3, box 8.
All right, good on you, Liam. Enjoy the day, and we'll catch up tomorrow.
Speak to you then, Cozzy.